Spring is the perfect time for rebirth or starting anew. It's a time for the flowers to start blooming, the birds to be chirping, and to take notice of the things around us that either don't serve us anymore or that can be modified to serve us better. In today's video, let's make a rather large upgrade to my sewing studio. All right, so the newest kind of addition to my studio to help turn this into my dream sewing space is actually a table for this lovely machine. Those of you that have been around since 2020 might remember the machine from my Elsa gowns, as well as the 18th century pumpkin dress that I made. I've had this machine since I think March of 2020. It is a 7-needle embroidery machine. It is wonderful and amazing, and I have it on a card table, which does the job, but isn't advised. I wouldn't recommend having this wonderful quality of a machine on a table that isn't as sturdy. It's just not great for it. So thanks to Arrow Sewing and Cabinets, I have a brand new Ava embroidery cabinet that we will be building today to allow this machine to live on. I will be linking Arrow Sewing below. If you remember my studio video about actually starting my studio, I bought this table from them in 2018 for my sewing machines, and then they reached out to me a few years ago to gift me a cutting table. I made a video on that as well. I will link the video below. They have now gifted me this table. So this isn't a sponsored video, but this is a gifted table, and I will be showing you how I build it and then how I take all of my embroidery notions, embroidery equipment, and organize it within the table. So if you can see here on this back wall, I have all of my hoops hanging, and then I also have a cart here that has all of my thread and some of my stabilizer, and then I have a cauldron in the corner that has more stabilizer. So I'm kind of a little bit chaotic with all of my embroidery stuff, and hopefully this table will allow me to be more organized. And at the end of this video, I will be giving you a little glimpse as to what I will be working on next that will involve this beautiful machine. I know we haven't tapped into her in a little while because Glinda, which will be a video coming up here soon, we're ready to move on to the next project and feature this bad boy. So with that being said, let's look at all these boxes and things and build a table for my 7-needle embroidery machine. Okay, here we are. I have these 4 rather large boxes that I will be unpacking, and I will find, I think the instructions are in the first one. I will find the instructions and we will figure out kind of what are all the materials and organize them accordingly. And also thanks to my cutting table right here that folds up and is modular and moves, I'm able to actually lay this all out and use my whole studio space. So that's pretty rad. I'm very happy with that. Eva is our lovely Vanna White today. She will be, you know, helping us out in any and every way possible. Is that right, baby? Yes, yes. So, okay, let's get started. Excuse-moi. You did this to yourself. You did it to yourself. Can we go on this side? Can we go over here? No. Very important documents, right? Yeah, very important. Ooh, a box within a box. Now that everything is unpacked and spread out in my room, it's time to make sure all of the pieces are accounted for. I do this the same way I would read a pattern for sewing. I look at the list and use the shape as a guide to find the piece, check off if I have the piece, and then move on to the next one. Now to see if we have all the hardware pieces too.
Eva, is that your zero? Yeah, did you bring zero to play? Is zero our manager? I thought you were my manager. Is zero your manager? Cool. Yeah? Yeah? Alright, go play with it out there. There you go. It's all yours. All yours. All the bubble wrap. Yeah. Uh-huh. A ghoul and her hellhound.
Eva, is that your bubble wrap?
Did you steal my spot? You stole my spot. This is where I was working. I was sitting here. 27 pages. I'm on page 5. Got 22 to go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, we did it. We built this lovely table cabinet for my embroidery machine. I'm gonna go downstairs and have some dinner, and when I come back, the lighting is gonna change because it will be nighttime. I am going to move this and we will start organizing this and figuring out all the uses for all the lovely drawers. That's where we're at. I'm pretty happy with it. There was only like a couple things that were kind of difficult, and that was really just like the brain power of like, oh, how is this supposed to go together? What orientation is this? But beside that, it was pretty easy. I would say this was a lot easier to put together than my other table, solely because those have the hinges. And so if you don't do those correctly, it is no bueno. This doesn't have any like doors that hinge or anything. So this was a little bit easier, but this was fun. I'm gonna go eat and then we'll organize. All right, friends, well, there you have it. That's how I made my brand new embroidery table, and the reason why I will be using my 7-needle embroidery machine is because I'm actually going to be going to an event in Versailles called the Fête Galante. It's over Memorial Day weekend, and I have designed my own original gown for the event. It is kind of this idea of this like once wealthy woman who like lost everything but kept one gown and was invited to a ball, and the gown is being eaten by moths. So we're gonna be embroidering some really pretty black moths. I wanna do the base as like a machine embroider, and then if I have time, I'd like to fill it in with some metallic black, like goldwork embroidery, like metalwork embroidery essentially. So that is what I will be working on starting in the next week or so. I am basically done with Glinda and I just need some really pretty reveal footage and to edit the 400 gigabyte amount of footage that I have. So Glinda's video is ideally going to be up at the end of April. And my goal is to actually have it go live the week of C2 and then wear it at C2E2 in Chicago. So I have decided to set up memberships for this YouTube channel, which means that if you join the membership, you actually get early access to my YouTube videos, you get work in progress and a few other things. It also helps this channel so that I can continue to make costumes and videos. That's what you have to look forward to coming up from me. After Fête Gallant, I will have some Dragon Con projects, and that's gonna be fun too. So thanks so much to Arrow for giving me this beautiful table. I do have a affiliate link and code below, so if you're interested in getting any kind of supplies or things like that, I highly recommend Arrow. Everything is really like sturdy and strong, and I love it. And then stay tuned for that future videos and such. I would like to do another video this summer of me reorganizing my room, so hopefully that will be coming, and then convention vlogs as well will be coming. I have 2 big events coming up that I will be vlogging, so yeah. It's been a long hiatus, but I'm happy to be back, and until next time, stay spooky.